Alright, this is Mike. I'll go by the name Mike on the mic, and this is my generic video, soon to be something better. But basically, this is me, and there you can barely see it. There's an amp and a backup amp that takes over the feedback. Had to figure that out myself. But anyways, about to tell some jokes. Hopefully y'all like them. So here we go. Yeah, well, I like to say that I've been funny all my life. Pretty much. Lots of people tell me I'm funny, especially girls that ask out on dates. I'll be like, hey, you want to go out? And they're like, oh, you're so funny. That's hilarious. It doesn't make me feel too good, but I remember one of my most embarrassing moments in my life was when I never really had that much money uh, when I was younger, and my cousin, he was a single child, so he pretty much got everything that he wanted. And I remember there was the first like Atari or whatever, even before Atari came out, there was a Commodore 64 computer, and everybody wanted one. Of course, I didn't have one. I had the dollar store toys, and I was actually happy with them. The tops that you spin, or the basketball that you throw into the little hoop on top of the door. I thought it was the greatest thing. But my cousin, he brings this gift to me, and it's a Commodore 64, and he hands it to me in my hand, and I'm like, oh, this is the greatest present ever. Oh man, I never got anything so great in my life. And so I'm looking at my uncle, and he's got this, which is his dad. He's got this weird look on his face, and I'm saying, "Oh, thanks, uncle. This is the greatest gift ever." And my cousin, he was he was always a blunt person, still is to this day. And he goes, everyone's there, all these people opening presents together, and he goes, Mike, you thought that was yours? That's mine. Mike, that was Mike. That's your present over there, the dollar store toy. And I'm just like feel about 1 inch tall, and he's like, everybody, Mike thought that present was his. Why would my dad buy you a great present like that? Mike. So that just goes to show like the holidays weren't the greatest thing for me. I remember when we were younger, uh, it was really weird because we went trick or treating, and of course we would go to trick or treating in the rich neighborhoods because the poor neighborhoods, they wouldn't have any candy to give out, so you had to go to the rich neighborhoods. And I remember I went to this one neighborhood one time, and this old lady, I never forget, she opens the door and she tells me, "You're not from this neighborhood, are you?" And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not, I didn't say this, but I'm thinking, I'm not from the neighborhood. First of all, I think it's rude that she's telling me that, you're not from the neighborhood. But how can she tell I'm not from the neighborhood when I have, a mask on? I had the Superman outfit, of course, that, didn't fit. The legs are supposed to go all the way down to the floor. They're only like, to the pant leg or whatever. I just thought that was really wrong. And I'll never forget one Halloween. Uh, it was towards the end of Halloween, and I don't know, there was this rap song out about people. Well, the rap song would say something like, "At night I can't sleep, I toss and turn. I feel like my body's getting burned. We're robbing little kids for bags," which was really a play on words where he would. It's talking about drug dealers, big drug dealers robbing little drug dealers for their bags of weed or whatever they have. In other words, stealing their treats, but it's really a play on words for drugs. Well, some of these kids are people, teenagers and stuff like that at that time, to cause mischief. They took it in a literal sense that you would rob little kids for bags, which I thought was just crazy. But there was a little around the 2 Halloweens in a row, they were having kids actually getting their bags of candy taken by older children. People like 16, 17 years old were taking kids' bags that were like 10 or 11 years old. And I remember I witnessed this actual event.